everyone, this is Tiger. Just a quick check-in to let you know how things are progressing for my Tread on Trafficking trip that's coming up. We're going to depart here in about 2 weeks, so I'm doing the final equipment shakedown this weekend to get everything ready. Last night, you might be able to see in the background there, I set up the tent in the yard just so that I could check out the sleeping pad and the sleeping quilt and all that fun stuff and make sure that all the sleeping arrangements are in order. And I had a great night of sleep out here in the tent. I'm taking a two-person tent, a big Agnes. It's like a backpacking sort of a tent, and that way there'll be room enough for me and room enough to stash my riding gear and clothes and whatnot in the tent with me while I travel. Right now I'm making breakfast. If you look over here, you see that's the stove I'm going to take. I was going to take a backpacking stove that uses fuel, like a jet boil style stove. But in the end I changed my mind, and I'm going to be taking a little solo stove that runs on, you don't have to have any fuel tanks for it. You just use available sticks and twigs. And it's a neat little stove. It packs down really small, and you can boil 30 ounces of water in about 10 minutes. And the food that I'm taking with me on the trip is all backpacking style food or camp style food that you can prepare just with water. This morning, my breakfast here is scrambled eggs, bacon, and shredded potatoes. My wife likes to hike and backpack, and so she puts together a lot of these meals at home. She has a food dehydrator, and she likes to prepare camp food and backpacking food that is easy for us to take with us when we go, and you just add boiling water and there's your meal. So that simplifies things at the campsite. So that's my update. Later on I'm going to be breaking down the tent, and then I'll pack everything on the bike, and then I'll go out for a ride just to make sure that everything is safe and secure and strapped onto the bike the right way, and make sure that the bike's ready for travel. But I'm really in the home stretch as far as preparations go, and the fundraising has been doing quite well. We're getting pretty close to our goal now, and we haven't even hit the road yet, and that's awesome news. So I really want to thank each of you for taking an interest in this project, for taking an interest in Love 146, and for supporting me in this Tread on Trafficking campaign for 2021. So that's my update for today. This is my video diary, I guess, and really excited to have you guys along for this journey. So we'll be seeing you down the road. This is Tiger, over and out. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Tiger. I'm just checking in from the road. This is the last phase of my equipment testing and shakedown before I leave on the trip for the Tread on Trafficking campaign to benefit Love 146. And I've got the bike all loaded with the camping gear and everything that I'm going to carry with me on my trip. And so this is just the final run through to make sure that the way I have things set up is going to actually work. And one piece of equipment that I'm using here today that is a new item that I didn't have last time around when I did the cross-country trip, and that's this thing right here. I don't know how well you can see this, but this little thing here on the handlebar, it's called a Beeline Moto. Beeline is the company, and the Moto is the motorcycle specific model, but it's a little navigator that's waterproof and shockproof. And one of its biggest selling points is that it's just a very minimalist approach to navigation. It gives you the information that you need and not a whole lot else.
It connects to your smartphone with Bluetooth, and then the benefit there is that it helps conserve battery on your phone, because your phone, you no longer have to use your phone screen to display a map constantly. And it also gives you the opportunity to put your phone away someplace safe, so that it's not out clamped on your handlebars or exposed to the weather, that kind of thing. If you look here, you can see I've got a ball mount for one of the RAM mount phone mounts that I've also used that, but after using that for just a short period of time, the vibration from the motorcycle ended up destroying the autofocus mechanism in my phone camera. And so I thought, well, maybe it's not such a great idea to have my phone out there exposed on the handlebars, so let's see if there's another way. And eventually I ended up with this Beeline Moto.